On the next blank page, please. Yesterday, we started talking about reading the math language, reading equations, translating those symbols into actual words. We're going to continue practicing that. After you write down the title, go ahead and write that equation. It looks a little crazy. A lot of things happening in that equation. John, I need you to write this down right now, baby. Anyone want to try and read this equation in English? We talked about this yesterday. We wrote some English versions down. But I want you to translate this math language, this equation, to English. Gio, you want to give it a go?
8 plus 4.
No, not plus.
8 and 4 equals.
Nope. Equals doesn't mean anything to me. What does that actually mean? Look in your notebook. We wrote it down. I love that I see Madison and Colby looking in their notebook. That's why we write things down. What did we say that meant in English? Carl, did you find it? What was it?
8 and 4. Spot saver.
No, it's not spot saver. Not spot saver, but you're looking in the right spot. Colby?
8 and 4 is the same value as spot saver. And 5.
Beautiful. 8 and 4 is the same value or is worth the same amount as mystery number, spot saver, and 5. How am I going to figure that out? That equation looks great. Rylan, what do you think?
How you're going to figure that out is you're going to think of what number 8 and 4 is going to make and try to figure out another way to make the same number with the 5.
Interesting. So the equal sign, what you're describing, Rylan, is that our equal sign is like a balance. Raise your hand if you've ever seen a balance before. That word can have lots of different definitions. I'm talking about just saying a balance. Rylan, see one? Evelyn, see one? So a balance kind of looks like this. Go ahead and draw a line in your notebook. And then there's it's called a fulcrum, but there's something in the middle that's holding it up. Kind of like a balance beam, yeah. And then I can put stuff on one side, like my 4 quarters. And then I know that it's balanced or equal to my $1. Now this is not true for obviously weight. $1 is way lighter than 4 quarters, but in terms of what they're worth, it works out. Hang on one second, Ron. So I've got some number balances that we're going to be working. An actual balance. Crazy town. So I want you to draw another balance in your notebook. Just like this. Now that fulcrum, that middle point, that's our equal sign. It's saying, hey, the stuff on this side is worth the same as the stuff on this side. Hang on, Ron. I know, you got thoughts. Hang on. Now notice that our balance is straight across. Would something be balanced if it looks like this? No, that's not balanced. Clearly this side is worth more than this side. Would it be balanced if it looks like this? That was a really bad drawing, but no. We want it to be flat across. On one side of our equal sign, we have 8 and 4. Go ahead and write that on one side of our equal sign. And on my number balance, Mac, when you're writing? I know you got that. And on one side, I'm going to put my weights on 8 and 4. Is it balanced? No, I have nothing on the other side. But I have some stuff on the other side. What's on the other side? Nothing right now, but what should be on the other side? Look at our equation. What should be on the other side? Look at our equation. Heidi?
6.
Nope. There's not a 6 there. Exactly what it says. Zach? 5. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, I need a spot saver. I know a number is going there, it's just not there yet. And 5. If I'm writing, you're writing.
Why do you know a little line?
You want me to make it a box? A spot saver can be anything. Very good, Colby. Yesterday it was question marks. Today I've made it boxes. Could I make it smiley faces?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just holding a spot, and a number is going to go there.
But I don't.
So far, so good? Hang on one second. Could be. Now I know the other side, this side, is going to have at least a 5 and some other number. Not 0. What other number do you think it's going to be? Mackenzie, give me a thought. What do you think? What do you think should be going in that spot saver to make this balance? We'll test it out. 10. All right, let's see if 10 is going to work. Ready? Oh, no. Is it balanced? No. What is this side worth, Kinsey? It's worth 15. What is this side worth? 12. 15 is greater than 12. It's got to be balanced. Let's use that word.
What is that mean?
Balance, equal.
Just like
Equal. John, what you think?
so.
Well, you guys just got to stay there because I'm going to put the tag on, baby.
7.
You think 7? Let's find out what happens when it's on 7.
I said yes. It's 7. I already knew it was 7.
Is it balanced?
Yeah.
Yay! It's equal. So what goes in my mystery box? 7. Mackenzie, when you and I were thinking about this, you told me what this side was worth. What was this side worth? 12. I'm writing, that means you're writing. Macklin, what was this side worth? It's now 12. Hey, if both sides are worth the same, is it going to be equal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rylan, what are your thoughts, baby?
So when I was so what I got a meaning about the sign is those two sides are made two different ways, but they both equal the same number.
Ooh, Rylan's bringing up a good point. He said, I'm noticing that each side looks a little different. Can things be equal?
Yeah.
If they look different?
Yes.
Yes.
A triangle can be a triangle.
Can it look different if that was a really good example, but not quite the same thing? I know we were thinking no. Does it have to be the exact same numbers to be equal? No. It just has to be worth the same or have the same value. John, what's up, baby? Yep, both sides are 0. That's why it's balanced. All right, let's try another one. If you've got space, you can put it on the same page. Write that equation and then draw a balance. If you need to turn the page, you can. Someone read that equation to me in English. Translate that math language for me. Heidi, give it a go.
11 and 6.
What does that symbol mean?
And?
Nope.
Oh.
What does that symbol mean? I know you know it. Mackenzie, you want to help her out?
11
That is an equal sign, but what does that mean? Sit down, sit down. There's no need for that.
It's the same value.
Is the same value as?
6
And spot saver. 11 is the same value as 6 and spot saver. That means one side of my balance, and put my equal sign in the middle. One side of my balance is worth 11. All right. I don't have 11 written, but I know that 11 comes right after 10. So this is 11. That means the other side of my balance, Madison, is what? What's going to go on the other side? Nope. Well, yes, total-wise, but what is literally, what am I writing? I'm rewriting my equation. So far I've got 11 is worth, what's the other half? Look what it says right up there. 6 and spot saver. I'm putting another box. 6 and spot saver. See, we're doing this really cool thing. I got a number balance. Watch what's going to happen. Nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? I was just trying to show Tegan something really cool. Nothing happened. Why? Why did nothing happen? It's broken. Not broken. Kaden, why did nothing happen when I put that 6 on the other side of my equation?
Because you need a greater or equal number for it to be balanced.
Yeah, and right now this side is worth
11.
and this side is worth
6.
11 is greater than, hey, this kind of looks like my alligator mouth. Right? How about now? Greater than. Can I see it? Yeah, we've seen that symbol before. What do I need to put in my mystery number, my spot saver, to make this true? Carl, give me a number, even if you're not sure.
Maybe 5.
5. See if that works.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's been killing me. Did it work?
Yes.
So what does that mean? Other than I'm magical. Carl, what does that mean? What just happened? What's happening on this side?
That one has 1.
Well, I'm 11. 11. What's happening on this side?
That one also has 11. There's 2.
Yeah, 6 and 5, they don't look like 11, do they?
No.
They don't taste like 11. They don't smell like 11. But they have the same value. 11 is worth the same amount as 6 and 5. Rylan, you got a new equation, you got a new balance. That's what you're writing, baby. Alright, who's going to read this to me in English? I got crazy math language up there. I need to know what that means. Tell me in English. Madison, you're going to do it? Let's hear it. Not plus.
6 and 3.
What does that symbol mean? Is not spot saver. That's not a spot saver. That's an equal sign. What does that equal sign mean? John, do you know what the equal sign means? So what? Okay, so then stop playing with your eraser so you can learn it and you don't mess it up again. Huxley, you gonna tell us what that equal sign means? John? Did you hear Huxley? Huxley, say that genius one more time. Listen to Huxley, John.
Is the same value as.
It's the same value as, aka is worth the same as, Madison, finish it up. What's this one? Spot saver. Let's put it on our balance. I got my equal sign in the middle. 6 and 3 is worth spot saver. 6 and 3. What's going to go on the other side of my equation to make it true? Zach, whatever's in your desk that is more entertaining to me, stop. Thanks. What's going to go on the other side of my equation? 9. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Is it balanced?
Yes.
Is that make it equal?
Yes.
Yes. Spot saver is 9. Last one we're going to do. Last one we're going to do with our number balances today. We'll play with number balances more, but today. It's a long one. Can you read this equation in English?
Yes.
Rhetorical question. Unless you meant raise your hand. Evelyn?
5 and spot saver has the same value as 8 and 4.
Beautiful. I'm going to put my equal sign in the middle. 5 and spot saver or mystery number is worth 8 and 4.
I'm
confused about it?
Because I'm kind of confused at how we already did something like this.
We did do something like this. It's tricky. So on one side I've got my 8 and my 4. Ooh. And my other side I've got a 5 and a mystery number. What's going to be that mystery number to make my equation balanced? It's not a guess. This side has all numbers, no mysteries. What is this side worth? So you know what's this side worth? It's worth 12, which means this side also has to be worth what? 12. All right. 5 plus mystery number See the problem I see? It was a very, very similar problem.
Yep.
Balance,
Yes.
equal,
Yes.
happy?
Yes.
Yes. John?
There are things that you know about like keep unity in society.
Well, that's just because of the weight. Jalen?
That's how you do it.
Yeah. So you've probably seen that symbol on like a law office. And that's because equality in math means things with the same value. But in like real life, when we talk about equality, we're talking about people having a fair chance. Right? Everyone gets an equal education.
How do you know what number it is?
So they don't use number balances, they're using like things. So basically saying one thing that is equal that lawyers had to decide is that all schools were equal. So there was a time when some schools were really, really, really bad and some schools were really, really, really good. And that was obviously not fair, right? And so then lawyers figured out, okay, hey, we need to make all schools equal. So that's something that they did. That's not a number value, but now we have schools that are worth about the same. Does that make a little bit of sense? All right, we're going to continue on with our addition. If you have not yet turned to the next one page, even if you have space, this is your title piece. This is your title piece. It says, what does 135 and 76 having the same value as mystery number, spot saver, what does that look like? We know numbers live where? Where do those numbers live? Gio? On a number line. Our numbers are living on a number line. When I'm adding something, am I going forward on that number line or am I going backward on that number line? When I add something, am I jumping forward on the number line or am I going backward on my number line? Colby? I'm going forward, which means I need to put 135 at the beginning because I know I'm going that way. Why are you not sure about that? We did something very similar with subtraction, but remember subtraction, John, we went backwards. Today we're going forwards because we're adding on. So our jumps are now going to go forward. Tegan, are we going to do one big jump of 76? No. What kind of jump am I going to do, Tegan? 10? I'm writing, you're writing. Colby? Absolutely not. Tegan, after I do a jump of 10, what is my next endpoint? 145. Ariana, now what? Jump another 10. What's my endpoint? Oh, we're going forwards. $155, good. Colby, now what? What's my new endpoint? Gio, now what? What's my endpoint? 175. How far have I gone? Count with me. Ready? 30, 40. I still gotta go 76. John? You wanna do 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Where am I at now? 176. Carl, now what? Another 10. Where am I at now? Great question. Hang on to it, John.
186.
John wants to know, why is everybody jumping tens?
Yeah, there are too much tens.
Why are we jumping tens? So many tens. Super good question, John. Okay, and why are we jumping so many tens?
Because it's quicker and sometimes it's easier.
Okay, so John, could we go all the way up to 76, John, by ones? Your name's not John. John, could I count to 76 by one? Yeah. It would take a while. So Caden's saying, hey, if we skip count by 10, we'll get there a little bit faster. All right. We've gone 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51. Mackenzie, what do I do next? Another 10. Where am I at now? 196. I'm going to draw a new number line. I ran out of space. Sometimes that happens. If you need to draw a new one, you can do that. We know that our number line goes on forever and ever and ever. It wouldn't all fit on a page. So if you run out of space, John, you could just run another number line. Just start back at the number that we ended on. Kaden, now what? Another 10? Ooh, tricky. Where am I at now? Beautiful. How far have I gone? Count with me. Ready?
10, 20, 30, 40, 41,
51, 61,
71.
I've got to go 76. I've gone 71. See again? 3. Sure? I might not, but if that makes your brain happy, go for it. See what's going to be my end point now? Beautiful. Now what? Zach, now what? At a 1? How far have we gone?
75.
We have John's 1 in there. Don't forget John added a 1 in the middle. So how far have we gone? We've gone 76, so now what do we do, Zach? Yeah. What is 135 with 76 added on? What's that worth, Colby? What is it worth, 135 with 76 added on? $211. I'm going to fill in my spot saver. 211. Now I'm noticing something. I'm noticing when I start my number line, I've just been starting at whatever the first number is. I wonder if I could switch it up, if that would work. Let's find out. If you sit at tables 1, 2, 3, 4, you're not going anywhere. But I want you to write 85 plus 12 equals spot saver. You can. Nope, John, you're not going to split it in half because you're only going to do 1/2. So, John, you're writing this equation. Because if you sit at tables 5, 6, 7, we're going to switch it and do 12 plus 85 and see what you guys get.
These are both the same problem.
They are not the same problem. 85 plus 12 more is very different than 12 plus 85 more.
They're the same value.
They might be worth the same value. Let's find out. Go ahead and solve whichever problem is on your side. When you've got the sum, give me a split sum. Theo, do you have a question? What? If you want to. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend that, but solve it how you want to. Okay. If you were tables 1, 2, 3, 4, you solved 85 and then 12 more. What did you come up with? Mackenzie?
I came up with 97.
97. Tables 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you also come up with 97? All right. John? Okay. Tables 5, 6, 7. You had starting at 12 and added 85 more. That's different. That is not the exact same thing. That is different. Similar, but different. What did you find out for the total here? Macklin?
97.
Oh. Well, that's weird. That's weird. Underneath this, I want you to write this. Why does that work? We just found out, we just proved that I can rearrange, these are called add-ins. I can rearrange those add-ins. And I'm still, no, this is third grade. I'm still going to get my same sum. Why did that happen? Why did that happen? How did that happen? Evelyn, what are your thoughts?
Because they're still the same number. They're just mixed up in different ways.
Okay. So Evelyn's noticing, hey, we've got the same number values. Rylan, what do you think?
I think you may have added them differently, but the numbers on both sides are both the same. So even though you did the equation differently, they still are going to make the same number.
Did y'all hear that, genius? Say it a little louder for the friends in the back.
So you have both of the numbers. It's just they're the same numbers, but they're been turned around.
John, listen. Genius is happening right now. You're missing it.
That's why they both make the same number, because the numbers on both of them are the same exact numbers.
We're just going in a slightly different order.
Yeah.
Mathematicians studied this problem, and they actually have a name for it. This is called the commutative property. That word property in math world kind of means like a law. This is like the law of math. Every time you do it, this is what happens. Macklin, if I'm writing, you're writing, baby.
Don't.
And so mathematicians decided, hey, that happens. I'm just going to switch back for a second. I'm going to come back. When I rearrange my add-ins, when I am adding, I still get the same total. Notice I said when I'm adding. This will not work every single time for every operation. But it will work for addition. I can again. I'm writing, you're writing. Rearrange, reorganize, solve it in a different way. Those are the words Rylan used. I can rearrange the add-ins. Those are those different number parts that we were working with. And still get the same sum. Notice this is sum spelled S-U-M. That's the math version of sum. Another homophone. S-O-M-E. Like I have some. Right, that's our sight words.